Hello guys and welcome to this episode of Hansen Classic Cars. Today is all about the maintenance of the car. It's all about how you maintain your vehicle. I'm gonna teach you some tricks and tips, some do's and don'ts. And I'm gonna dive in and show you how I set up my old Opel from 1969. Before I'm gonna start this video, please go down below and push that subscribe button. That will mean a lot to me. But enough of this, let's open the hood and let's get cracking. Okay guys, I just opened up the bonnet here on my old Record, and let's go through the things I always check on this car every time I'm open this bad boy right here. I always start with the oil. Usually on this type of car there is 2 pins on the oil stick here. The oil have to be like on the top, on the low, you can say the top end, so just over the last sort of marking here or just under. Then you know there's roughly the right amount of oil on your engine. It's important. And let me just put this back down again. I always open this lid to see if there's any white gunk sitting here on top of it. Because if there's white gunk on top of this lid, it means that the head gaskets have a blown head gasket. And it mixing water together with oil, which is not a good thing. So that's always nice to sort of check this and see, okay, on mine right here it's just oil and it's just black. So I know this engine is still okay. Also a really nice thing to do. This car has a 3-speed automatic transmission in it. That means that I always again check the automatic fluid. Here is a little sort of nice to know thing. When you have an automatic transmission in your vehicle, I will say run it through all the gears, and of course start off with check is there any oil on it, because if there's no oil on it, the car has trouble moving and it's no. So, but take it through all the gears, come back, take the pin out and see where the oil sort of sits. It's the same with on this one as it is with the oil stick. It have 2 markings. Here it have to be like on top of the marking. There's a little too much automatic transmission fluid on mine right now. It has a gasket on the bottom end that's leaking a little bit, so I sort of overfilled just a bit. You can do that. I know this car and I know how the transmission works, so it wouldn't damage the transmission. But 2 pins here, again on the upper pin, the oil has to sit. And the other thing that is quite sort of crucial to do is actually sort of smell the oil. If it has this like burn smell like barbecue or something, it's not good. This one right here smells like just regular ATF fluid. So also nice to know. Not at least here I have like, I'm just gonna tell you guys because I think this system works. It definitely works for me. I have 2 filters on her right now, which one of them are sitting just on, this side of the fuel pump down here on the bottom. The other one is sitting here on the top. I'm running 2 filters because when you have these old vehicles, there can be so much gunk and so much stuff hidden in the fuel cell, in the tank. So it's just really money worth spending having 2 filters, because it just means that it just keep on going and you not have to stop constantly to clean out your carburetor for old rust and all like sort of things. So also really, really handy, really nice to know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lift the car up now and we're gonna take a look at some of the things you have to be sort of you have to look for underneath the vehicle. Okay guys, real quick, just before I'm lifting the car up so we can see what's going on underneath, I just took off the air cleaner here, the filter, because I want to just discuss a little bit about how I sort of trim my carburetor. Because every time I do sort of, it can be change a gasket, or it can be do like just a cleanup of this thing right here. I take the car for a little spin. When I come back, there is an air screw down here on the bottom end of the carburetor. I sort of, you know, I sort of tightening the screw, so I feel the engine start to be choking a little bit because it misses air, and it starts to wobble around a little bit, and then I sort of unscrew it again so it starts to run nicely. So I know it have the right amount of air to the right amount of fuel. That is nice to know with these carburetors. Of course, on different vehicles, the air screw intake will sit a different place, but I can see where it sits on my record here because I know this car, but of course, it can depend. But I will definitely say check with you can sort of check online if there's videos and stuff telling you where it's gonna be, but you're also more than welcome to post a comment here on this page. If there's questions, if there's weird sounds, if there's anything, I will try to answer so much of it, and if I know the car, I will give you the feedback maybe you need. If I don't know the car, I definitely know someone who has experience on that specific vehicle you're dealing with. So that's nice to know as well. Okay guys, now we're just underneath the car here. It's gonna be a little handheld. I will definitely say a place you have to be sort of over these, especially these older cars here, is actually this area up here. That's actually where the headlamps are located, because they have a tendency to rust like you won't believe it. And I'm actually, in another video, I'm gonna take you through how I do a renovation of this area right here, because maybe, as you can see, it's not in the best condition at the moment. So it's definitely needs some love here. That's for certain. Again, also the front end of these cars right here, those are also like places that can be sort of exposed. Another thing that's maybe nice only applied to old record is actually my brake calipers on this vehicle right here isn't Opel. The brake caliper on this vehicle right here comes from a Saab 9.3, because back in the day when these were made, they were made together with GM in the US of A, and the Saab was owned in the 90s of GM in USA. That means that back calipers for a Saab 9.3 actually fits as front calipers on a Record C. It's the same model, so you can sort of, just buy them new. These are bought in completely new and has only driven a couple of thousand kilometers, and it works extremely well, because then you have something that's not second hand or something. It's brand new parts. And I think it's important because you need the stopping power as well. It's not enough just to have a great engine. You also need to stop the vehicle once in a while. So that's a neat trick as well. You can actually buy to Record C. You can buy back calipers for a Saab 9.3 and put them on the front of your vehicle. It will fit. Trust me, it will fit. Yeah, I think more or less that it. You have the oil filter right here on this one. This is also new. Also, every time I change oil in these cars, I also change the filter, of course. And this is the fuel pump. The fuel pump also needs some love. I definitely will do a video where I show you guys how you renovate all the gaskets and all the seal in the fuel pump, because this is a mechanical fuel pump on these cars, which means that after wear and tear a lot of years, it will start to leak. And you can see here it's sort of already started here with mine, so it definitely needs some love as well. But I will be more videos when I do more stuff like this. But for now, I'm just saying thank you for watching. And of course, if you got any questions about old cars and maybe about my cars, just post them in the comment. And yeah, I will get back to you as soon as possible. But you guys have a great weekend, and I see you. Bye.